Gambit and they fall short. Katowice, whether you're a FaZe Clan fan tonight, maybe you support Gambit Esports, maybe you're just here for the Counter-Strike, I want to ask you, Katowice, let's get rowdy!
Oh yes, the stage is set. FaZe Clan map up in this quarterfinal now, and they're gonna have a T-side start. None of that waiting around, none of that slow Counter-Strike we got out of Gambit. FaZe, they're gonna look to hit the ground running here. T-side pistol ready to begin. I see a lot of dual Berettas. They're all big dually fans. Let's see if they can get anything done. It's a pretty heavy B lean out of the gate for Gambit. 3 strong on this side of the map, and FaZe, they might dodge that danger completely. If they go playing in towards A, there's only 2 defenders here for the Gambit squad.
Yeah, we saw what Hobbit's dualies could do back on Dust 2, but still both pistols and conversions for FaZe Clan on that map. They'd love to start things off the same way. They had a fast, aggressive T-side to close Dust. Can the confidence keep flowing? Smoke on long, Moto to follow, and flashes are ready to pop into this site. Gambit only have 2 strong. They're already panicking. They're already rotating. They've got to make moves happen. They've got to hit their shots. Inters overwhelmed on the reload, dead to JKS. The entry king. Katowice and ropz will follow up. FaZe with a pistol locked and loaded.
I mean, he ended the last game with that 1v4. We all saw it. We couldn't believe it. And ropz coming in, exuding confidence now. Karrigan, is he ready for this double swing? Of course he is. First man removed. Karrigan looking to make it a double. Ooh, will bite off a little more than he can chew, but is that the way back in for Gambit? It's only 1 man amidst the sea of FaZe players, and the tides are turning. Only Hobbit left standing, 1v4 and out through the boiler. Doesn't have opportunities to win this one. Surely should just be written off, and Hobbit knows that better than most. He's so twitchy. Oh, now they know where he is. Now they collapse upon him, and FaZe, they're hunting him down from every angle, every corner. They're gonna run away with the pistol round. That's 3 out of 3 now in this series.
FaZe have got to be feeling fantastic. A team that was never meant to make it this far, and a team ace to lock it in. You got to give, again, mad props to Justin Savage. This guy has been through his rigmarole. He's been on the lurk, he's been on the entry, and right there on Dust 2, that did not hold him back the slightest. Force buy for Gambit. It's CT Inferno, it's pretty viable. Got smokes to stall things out. We'll see if FaZe will respect them though. Right down Banana and right up for Twist. He'll have to give it up as the flashbangs land. Hobbit takes that control back for now.
Right in there with the MP9. Hobbit wants to get stuck in, wants to play into this round. Doesn't want to get relegated to the sidelines. Respectful showing from FaZe. They're worried about this deep banana smoke, and so for the time being, they'll let it sit. They'll let Gambit have this control right until the moment they want to take it away. Now with flashes going over with a molly to clear the logs, they know that no one's deep anymore. nafany gonna try and play up close to this smoke. And that's kept FaZe out of banana at least.
Oh, it's a gamble. It's a read. But is it right? 4 moving over with nafany in a often clearable position. FaZe go elsewhere. Long smoke down. They would look like they want to pop through. Karrigan's making moves. Making magic happen perhaps, but we'll see if FaZe double back with Twist waiting on the bottom and middle. Smokes up, nafany pushes through, and that might tempt FaZe to change their mind. Flank activated, FaZe take more space, and as that long smoke clears, they start to wrap.
Yeah, that push from nafany, very, very intentional. They're hoping that getting a kill recommits FaZe back into the B side, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Only Axel here, down in the pit. The Deagle needs to deliver. He's getting given fights 1 at a time, but can't find anything other than the first. Out of ammo now, he somehow found this MAC-10, but dead to ropz, who goes up and over. Rains death down from above, and that's FaZe converting another one of these pistols. Yet to see these force buys stick the landing for Gambit.
That's so shocking as well. Often a team pretty viable with pistols, pretty potent at times, but Gambit, slayed in the first map, need to wipe their boots clean. FaZe 2-0 right now. Gambit will save a little bit of this and that. They can go forth with another force buy. nafany and Axel eco around it, but FaZe right now, they've got to be flowing with confidence. They've got their opponent's map pick in their pocket. They've got all their star potential showing through. Right now, nothing's going wrong for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, I mean, you say the confidence is brimming. It definitely is. Thus far, we haven't even had to see the likes of Twist deliver his best. We haven't really had to see too much out of Brokey's orb. A lot of the attention going the way of ropz, going the way of JKS, and so it still feels like FaZe have got even more to give. It'll be these saved guns for Gambit. That's all they've got to play around. So FaZe, a really good chance to get off to a hot start here on their map pick of Inferno. ropz looking for the opener, hoping for a mid-fight, but isn't going to get given one right away. Gambit know better. Nades exchanged, but karrigan's already up and past it. They're not ready for him to be this deep. They've still got nades out at top banana. FaZe have come through this deep banana smoke and now force Hobbit away. Bit of respect out of the man as they take top banana under FaZe control.
Smoke swapped. It was a clean car take for FaZe, but it has been a bit of a warning sign now for Gambit to run that rotate over. In terms of fitting in a stand-in, no better map veto than the ones we have ahead of us in Dust, Inferno, and Mirage. Everyone knows what they're doing. No complication, no difficulty for FaZe. Back up to their business here in B. JKS lurking middle. FaZe ready to pounce. There's a flash for nafany ready in spawn.
All right.
Jiro's coming through this smoke.
Yeah, the flash makes it kind of interesting. Are they going to get caught staring right into the sun? They're already past this CT player. The flash is good. Contact made by Shiro and Hobbit, and it melts the offensive out of FaZe Clan. Gambit didn't have much coming into this round, but they're looking to use everything they've got. Brokey crossing, tagged on his way over. They still haven't dealt with Hobbit. Finally, they deal with him. ropz, oh my! Thought he was going to have a replay at the end of Dust 2.
Don't 1v5 in the third round, please. That's just too much for my heart. Gambit will put it to rest. A lovely little force by Eco around, saved by the bell. Those flashes through CT to set up Shiro and Hobbit. Even a gap in the CT smoke there for FaZe coming back to bite allows them to paint up damage with Deagles, and Hobbit just capitalizes on every bit of information. It's at times like these where Gambit need to dig deep in moments they haven't played in, where someone like Hobbit, with that experience, with that major run in the back of his mind, needs to step up and put the team on his shoulders. He does in this round, and now it's FaZe that are broke boys.
We don't have a lot of data for how these force buys look for FaZe Clan. Very rarely put in this position. karrigan's always got ideas, always got plans, and this round, he says, JKS, get off the leash, go kill. There is still an angle for Shiro to get involved with this AWP on the long side. Moving back, it's Inters making contact next, traded after one. Hobbit runs at them, runs them down, and does come in with this backstab. Well timed, the nades doing damage. Brings everybody low for FaZe. JKS, is this his hero moment? Is this where JKS reels it back? On with the first, can't find the other. And karrigan, it's a bomb plant. That's something to play around, something to aim for. He's still got a 1v2, low on HP. Playing around the smoke, nafany's on the angle, and there's Gambit stealing that round away. Keep the good times flowing. A second locked in as they break apart that FaZe force buy.
Yeah, nice decision for JKS to get aggressive, man. Catching that AWP with nades out in hand, knew a play had to be made, but it won't get made today, not by FaZe. Gambit come back in with a kill. 2-2, and now it's FaZe forced up. It will go nowhere. Gonna have to be pistols, gonna have to give Gambit the respect they deserve. And again, Hobbit, he was the hero of the round prior. This time he's just aggressive, runs down that banana, comes in on the quick flank, knows what FaZe are doing before it's even solidified. Round 5, and it's just Eagles for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, really not a lot to work with. Gambit looking to take the early lead here. I mean, they've needed something to feel good about, something to hold on to. Oh, that's a nice opener. karrigan on the receiving end of Shiro's AWP. And that's probably the only risk he's going to look to take with it in this round. Spots that it is just the Deagles out for FaZe Clan and now doesn't want to risk giving this AWP away. Look at the short side setup, man. This is a meat grinder. FaZe, there should be no getting past this. There should be no surviving this triple short setup out of Gambit. Missed shot from the AWP. There's still so many fail-safes, so many options for Gambit in this position.
Gonna get turned into mince. The smoke is good. They check above the boost, and Brokey hits a headshot. Axel's gonna trade it out. Shiro's already wrapped back to long side with the AWP, but one shot from death. He'll decide to give it up. Open up CT spawn when nafany comes in off that rotate. FaZe are doubling back. They're giving it another go. Only one smoke, so B is the perfect prospect.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty labored, going to be pretty slow. They had to wait for that smoke to fade, but now they know they've got Banana. Now they know they've got this foothold. Hobbit back in CT, was the hero of the B site last time. Gonna need to do it again, and there's the lineup. Lots of damage, but only one. Brokey opens up a route into B. Yeah, he's bloodlusted. He takes out a teammate, but he still gets that bomb across. FaZe should have never had a chance in this round. It never should have even been on the cards, and yet somehow they found their way into a 2-on-3 with the bomb down. They all had to watch as ropz had his moment. Now it's their time to shine. Brokey, a third in the round, and he's out of there, not fighting for this Ruins control any longer. Him and Twists looking to play it together. Gambit, this is very slow. This is very labored. This is wasting a lot of time. And Brokey's on for the ace. 4 out of 5 ain't bad, but there's the 5th.
Brokey!
Just incredible. Oh, man!
That is gonna hit you right where it hurts, in the head. Rent-free, Brokey gets there. Round the world. Unbelievable D shots. To think he killed his teammate.
That's a 6K!
Rez, eat your heart out. And we thought ropz was enough. Nah. We'll bring in another man with another plan, and FaZe Clan go up 3-2, wind in their sails, and Brokey tries Woo things now, quick up through the B smoke. He's gonna pick nafany, slows it down, pulls it off for a second. The flash has ruined Hobbit's day. He's trapped in at the corner.
That's enticing. You know you've got him stuck here. They will give him the respect. They let Hobbit get out. They say, all right, we'll play the 5-on-4. We're fine with that. I mean, already this T-side AWP finding impact. Brokey's spurred on, and who can blame the guy? He's setting back up into what looks like one of these A plays. With nothing certain. Not with karrigan on the other side, right? Not with him calling the shots. You never know until it's too late. Might trigger Gambit to try and get some info. They've employed a bit of a gamble, pulling everyone over towards this A-bomb site. FaZe, it's not a done deal yet. They're going to have their work cut out for them, moving into what is essentially a 5-on-4. We need someone to get these openers.
It's a perfect read. Can they follow up? Shiro with a shot drops off, and JKS is cleared from the pit. That's the bomb committed, and that's FaZe having to die on this hill. Will Gambit be able to deal out any more? Hobbit trades onto karrigan, and Brokey again in a 1v4 looking for the ace. 35 seconds, he's already considering the save, and it will just be a bit of respect given the way of Gambit. Surprised to see that from Brokey. He has been the clutch king of this event. Him and Shiro have been those two top players in the tournament. When it comes down to clutches, nothing new for Brokey, but not this time, not today. He wants that AWP for next. Sick read though, like these are the rounds that Gambit are so good at, man. Like a VP-esque, right? Very CIS, making those gambles, pulling everyone over. If it's not the right call, if it's a bad one, they'll just save. They'll give it up and go next round, but instead, FaZe walk right into the lion's den. And right now, Hobbit is just proving to be that hero. He is one of, if not the best CT anchor players we have in this game right now.
I think it's as you get into those crunch moments, you see Hobbit never afraid to try and make a play, knowing that on LAN, right, the kind of rule book that you have goes out the window, right? You can take more risks.
We saw that
can take flanks.
We saw that towards the end of Dust 2 as well, when FaZe was just, 13-5 up and running through smokes, disrespecting. There's a certain level you expect from your opponent, and FaZe weren't giving it. Hobbit tries the same. Boosting up Shiro this time around, just ducking through the smoke is Twists.
Kind of devastated that he missed the first jump, right? Twist was right there for the taking. Instead, it's still this stalemate early on. Looking like they do want to go back and take Banana. FaZe now start to work it. Brokey scoped up on the angle. Twist's moving alongside him. It's a pretty terrifying twosome over at that Banana side, I'll tell you that much.
Could boost long. It might be their only option to realize that this stack is all wrong. It's the pistols that are being sold down the river.
They're giving a lot of respect over here in mid, though. Gambit aren't going to get this info till it's too late in the round, right? Smoke's starting to fade, but still no one's peeking. They don't realize that they've fallen for this ruse. Hook, line, and sinker.
What a now.
They only just get the info, so they start to peel Shiro around. And with a re-smoke in at top banana, he should get there in time. JKS going to commit to this fake, perhaps. Lobs all his util in, but will get out of there. Goes to rejoin the rest of the gang. The B pop about to come through. That re-smoke is problematic. If you wait for that, you've got less than 10 seconds, so you've got to go through. You've got to find these openers. And Hobbit, Shiro, not missing a beat. Guns now retrieved. JKS moving in and cut down by Hobbit at the back of the site. Still fighting, still going, and it takes Brokey to silence him. Oh, it's a very open plan and not given the respect today. Nafany swings out and seals the deal on a 4th.
Yeah, brutal dose of reality there for Brokey. If he gets that stick, suddenly it's a whole different ball game, but nice to see Gambit don't get ahead of themselves, just chase down the final kill. They wait long enough after the plant sound that he might even have it back in his hands anyway. Nice round out of Hobbit, and again, he is that one consistency. Him and Shiro trying to save this series, trying to save Gambit's tournament life in the quarterfinals on a map that has not been comfortable for them in the past, despite their reckoning and their reign in the last year and a half. So we're not done yet. 4-3 and FaZe broken yet again. Gambit know it, and so no reason to start throwing in random rounds, random reads, and gamble stacks. They start 3B.
And I mean, I'm never ready to write this round off. I mean, you would have been made to look like a fool if you did earlier on. This time, the Deagle, Prodigy, and Brokey is relegated down to a Glock, so someone else gonna have to be that point man. No fight for Banana this time. He's gonna leave it unchecked, and so that really only leaves you with options to hit this A site and to hit it quickly. Time for that might be now. Still too strong over at B for Gambit, and they're not above pulling a 4th man round. You can see that happening right now. They're slowly but surely missing this window of opportunity.
Someone's going to have to hit a blinder here, or it's a Shiro start. There it is. JKS picked out, and Shiro is an anti-flash player helping, but no util left, no util needed. Inters follows up, and FaZe are getting ground down into dust. 5-on-3, and Gambit peel back. No kills being given to FaZe. They've got to commit into the setup. Double-faced, Inters, Axel, everyone involved, dropping the bomb and the round for free. That was a must-win for Gambit, and keeping it clean is only going to set them up to go further. FaZe come back in with a bye and with vengeance in their eyes.
This is more like it though, right? This is the Gambit we wanted to see. Cold, calculated, not afraid to take a gamble here and there either, right? It did look like some very scared Counter-Strike back on Dust 2, whereas now, a little more confident, a little more sure in themselves. And I mean, hell, being a map down, they've got nothing to lose. This is gonna be a very good eye test for this, this first half. Brokey with the AWP. Triple set towards B early, but Shiro's up and out of there right away. Axel even getting aggressive, throwing caution to the wind. They've got nades out. Axel's in with a chance, and that's a lovely double. ropz, this one might elude you. It sails on by. No trade today.
He even hit him. Inters might have heard that damage, but I love the call to peel back for Gambit to set up something somewhere else. Don't give FaZe a way back in to a round like this. You could have just decided it in the opening 20 seconds. Still strong on A. Nafany has that info, that early warning system that will allow Hobbit to rotate back if FaZe show their face, and they shall eventually. 1 minute on the clock and 1 flash to do it all.
Better be the best flash you've ever seen. Nafany is blinded, and this will get them real estate, but that's only the beginning of the fight, right? Yeah, you've got them off of top banana. Now you need to get into B. Easier said than done with Hobbit here in the match he's having right now. One smoke, one molly. That's all they've got to make this play happen. Gonna land at CT. Look to cut out the man called Shiro, who's moved in for this rotate. And so for the time being, 3-on-2. Make that a 3-on-1 into the B site. Shiro's trying to get involved, trying to get stuck in over at the back of the pillar. They haven't seen Nafany yet. They hear the M4 fire off, but they can't locate him. They can't deal with him. He's hidden away, trying to play the long game. And Shiro, that's when he strikes, when the attention gets peeled off of him. Banana flanks in, and ropz might get shot in the back. There's the closer, Gambit. That's more like it. 6-3 and building on this CT side.
Yeah, FaZe are trying to fake him out in some of these rounds, right? What we have seen from JKS is he is more often on those lurking spots, alone up in middle while FaZe are taking Banana, and the vice versa. He's been at the forefront when they have gone for A hits. But right now, Gambit are not falling for the fake outs. Even when FaZe have 4 players on the other side, Gambit still get that info in time to rotate, and Shiro's not missing. Hobbit's multi-killing most of these defensive rounds. Getting a lot better of a sign out of Gambit, and like you said, not afraid to get involved. These flanks, down Banana, down mid, they've been well read and well executed. FaZe need to dig deep in what is no longer a shallow series.
Yeah, I mean, you know, on Dust 2, man, Gambit looked like a shell of their former selves. They looked like a wounded animal almost, but as it's been backed into the corner now with nothing to lose, that's where the claws come out, right? 6-3 and pistols again for FaZe Clan. We've had that one bit of success from Brokey. Nothing's come close to replicating that since. Last one of these rounds ended flawless for Gambit. That's going to cause you problems in the long run. There's no easy resets to be found here. In a round like this, you at least want to get away with some damage. Creeping up in the top middle. Shiro smoked off right away. They've learned their lesson about this AWP. Displacing him from the A site and now setting up for the hit.
Yeah, just pop in. Molly smoke gives FaZe a bit more room. Gambit are fine to concede it, as we've seen all half. Shiro's going to have to drop his util. He's blind, he doesn't know where he's looking. nafany trying to cover so Shiro doesn't die, and he will peek out to get the second. Now it's just the short pop. FaZe have nothing left. And no chances here. Shiro's in position, Axel anchoring it down, and it's easy said and easy done. Gambit 4 alive at the end of things, 7-3. It's beautiful right now. FaZe can't crack open these sites.
Yeah, whenever they go, you know, it feels like every time they tried to hit this A site, they've run into a 4-man stack. Be that because Gambit are a man down, or they're just one step ahead. It's happened in every single one of these A takes. So this is where karrigan's going to start to feel that pressure, right? Hasn't really had a feeling that nafany's been in his head so far, but it's starting to happen now. It's starting to creep in.
It is nice to see Shiro just getting so involved as well. He even has a banana spawn in this round. He's 3-0 in opening duels. I mean, back last map, Brokey never orbed Shiro, not once. And so while he started strong, and that certainly looked good, he doesn't have it in this round, and it's up to Shiro yet again to be that deciding factor for Gambit. Back in spawn. Getting popped in, Shiro's right behind, FaZe cowering behind the wall.
Oh, Shiro saw something, that much is certain. Shot sails on by, and FaZe give him respect for the time being. JKS setting themselves up inside of the boiler, smoke over, thrown in by ropz. Trying to get JKS's lurk to be a little more impactful. They're hoping they can sell this one to Gambit, sell the illusion of an A play and pull that 4th player over. For that to happen, JKS has got to make noise. A lot of attention on this guy right now. The rest of FaZe Clan still just waiting back at Banana. And with him set up now over towards the long side, JKS has called, I can cut down rotations. I can thin the herd. FaZe pulled the trigger on this B hit. Hobbit up close, ready, gap in the smoke. They don't know about it. They've gone past him. They've lost him in the smoke. ropz will get rid of him. JKS misses the timing for the first, but still has a route into the round as he catches Inters moving over. nafany, the man who made it past, does deal with ropz, and Brokey, even though he gets that plant, he's run down. JKS probably too far away. Surely shouldn't have a chance in this one, and he knows it. Gambit already on the site. They're not on the bomb yet. They're waiting for JKS, and he's never going to arrive.
And that one's going to hurt. He didn't even realize how much time he had, how much opportunity he's been given, but still coming in through spawn against Shiro would have probably been cut down anyway. It's a safe save, and it's a big round out of Gambit. As soon as they hit Brokey sticking, they call swing together. They know he's alone. And it is a little uncomfortable right now, right? This is something that didn't matter on the T side of Dust because it was so quick and it was so clean, and FaZe were just running these fast rounds. We didn't really see lurkers ever get drawn into question, but ropz, I mean, throughout Miles, throughout FaZe, he's, or throughout Miles rather, he's loved lurking in the apartments. He's now no longer in his position of comfort. They've allowed JKS to feel more comfortable maybe, but the results are yet to speak for FaZe. We'll have to see if they have any more to show. 8-3, Shiro's back on the mid angle, but not forever.
I mean, Shiro's been really good over here towards long. He's hit the ground running to open up Inferno. It's exactly what Gambit needed. He's almost looking like they want to test the waters here out in top mid, and that will put them in the firing line. It's only a leg. karrigan counts his lucky stars that he's still alive here. Will that come to matter? Will karrigan be the one that got away? They're taking this long side. He's still got banana control. Options are open at FaZe. They don't have to commit to this A play just yet. Still have time. The red carpet's not quite rolled out. This could be a CT wrap.
Yeah, but into Hobbit, in the smoke, FaZe don't know, and surprise! Right in the face is JKS. Shiro's gonna have to stop this on his own, and jumping the shot. How do they make Shiro miss these? karrigan cuts him down, Twist picks into B, and suddenly FaZe have found a route to a fourth. Don't speak too soon.
A lot of teams would just save here. A lot of teams would look at a 2-on-3, and on the numbers alone, they wouldn't want to go for it. Gambit, they like most teams. That's what we're about to find out. They are moving over. They are looking interested. Maybe if something presents itself, that's going to lead them to give this a go. Staying alive here is enough. Player count alone makes Gambit lean into the save, and that's been confirmed now with Inters grabbing this AWP. They're playing for exits.
They're going to get him.
They're going to get faced. That much is certain. Going to have chances to chip away at the money at the long game for FaZe Clan. Can FaZe get out? Couple of missed shots from this AWP, and just like that, Inters is out of there. Everyone exiting. It's another tag, but this AWP is cursed. Can't kill anybody.
Yeah, you got to give it to FaZe. Not many people can survive jiggles onto Shiro's AWP, but JKS gave it a go. And the bait play out through CT to allow karrigan to cut off that AWP rotating, that was the kill that wins the round for FaZe. Twist even entering, he was on his own the whole time in banana. At any point he dies, that round is suddenly a difficulty. Everything had to go right, and so it did. For the FaZe, they're building in.
They found a little gap. They found a hole in the armor of this Gambit defense. But is that going to be enough to cling on to? Shiro boosted at banana, will have to dismantle it as he's blinded off the angle. Once again, FaZe aren't really leaning too heavy towards this banana control in this round. And so this one might be one of these fast A-pops out of FaZe Clan into top mid. They get JKS out. Oh, they coming back. They want to give B a look in after all.
Again, no stranger to the stack up for Gambit. But this time it will be tested. Shiro, it's a dry contact play. He's going to have to flick back. Shiro, does he hit these? Surely not. Oh, it's close, but karrigan with a kill. He had a slow start to this map. He has come alive at right time. B is free, and FaZe look for 5. Gambit might just have to surrender yet again.
Yeah, once more, I mean, you need to be given a reason to want to go for this. Hobbit is the man looking to give you reasons. But with everyone else so far away, anything Hobbit does is going to be in vain. Gambit don't want to go for this one. They're going to let it sail by. They give FaZe the respect. And I mean, even then, guys like JKS, just a thorn in their side. Just another problem that you got to get past. Even a boost to catch out players leaving. Oh, that's beautiful. Brokey goes up, goes over. And now Gambit, their economy in ruins, or at least starting to get there. They're starting to feel the burn of being on this CT side. Any more players that could get found would be so valuable to FaZe.
And this is what we talked about when we mentioned Industrial FaZe. You know, they're not always playing the expected round. Right there, Shiro's waiting for a flashbang to give away the fact that FaZe have retaken banana. They've done it near every time from bottom T spawn. This time they don't. They wait for the smoke fade, karrigan creeps in, and it's 1 kill on the Shiro, who almost flicks in time, but almost doesn't cut it, not on the stage. 5 up for FaZe. Still the route to a good half here on Inferno. Not there yet. Still money for Gambit.
Oh, you can see Broky's so paranoid about this slightly deeper iteration of the smoke, worried that that means someone scoped up. Nades dropped for the B hold. Look at that. Look at that. Even they're celebrating. All right, then.
No time to clock about. FaZe, they're going fast.
Oh, it's a trade of damage. Shiro comes out on...
Oh,
JKS is shooting at ghosts. Dead to the man in pit, and now pressure's on for old mate ropz, trying to fill this void. karrigan dead on the mid-swing. ropz gets out through the balcony, and Twist's here to fight alongside him. Gambit aren't out of this one yet. Thought this round was a done deal, but now they are left in the shadow of this retake. ropz, the man who took it all away at the end of Dust, alive and well down in the pit, has got old mate Twist to fight alongside him. Gambit rapping, coming in from every conceivable angle. The apartment, short side. ropz gonna have to deal with both of them. Can't hang Twists out to dry. And now he's getting aggressive. He's mopped up Shiro. Twist's head on a swivel, turns back around, but can't convert the spray. ropz has got to do it all. They drop onto him. There's the first. Just nafany left to be, and ropz, it's another.
The star power in this roster is unrivaled right now. You got clutches coming out from everyone. You got opening kills. You got beautiful in-game leading. FaZe keep piecing these rounds together, and after a very messy start, that's a 2-on-4 converted in the post-spawn. And they just won't stop. Gambit, that's their money getting drawn to a close. Last round, got to force, got to buy everything you can, and they always find a way to get the AWP, thank goodness. Shiro, the one certainty. Back to long for him.
It's in rounds like this where Shiro's going to be feeling the pressure to get involved, and there's one way to do it. Strike while the iron's hot. Twists, oh man, might be roasting in fire, but still looking to get involved. And all that Molly's done is trap him further forward. It's brought him to them. nafany will stand his ground, and oh, Twist wins that over at B. That's a red carpet rolled out. Shiro trying to fill the void, trying to fill the hole, but you can't get past Twist. 3 in the round, and now onto the AWP. Twist wants it all, holding for these rotations, smoking his way. Man, that's a rare act of mercy. That smoke has kept Gambit alive, kept them in a 2-on-3. Twist on the angle, and there's number 4. Can it be another ace? Missed shot, and Axar will deny it. Still in with a chance. Now on the angles, Brokey, and there he is, FaZe. They do pick up that first half, 7-8, neck and neck. Gambit, the pressure's on now. The pressure's mounting. Do they have what it takes? This series has not been shy of moments that deliver. This little 4K round from Twist, definitely one of them, showcasing just how talented this guy is. Haven't really had to talk about him so far. Brokey, ropz, these guys have stole his thunder. And now with him arriving on the scene, FaZe have paved a path to a 7-8 half on their map pick. Map up in the quarterfinals already. Ooh, yes, it's very real. Gambit moving onto the T side. They've got to step it up. They've got to keep kicking it up notches because FaZe are raring to go. One more time, Katowice. Let's get it on!
8-7, close as they get. Gambit not in control. It's FaZe who want to bring the fight right down to him, pushing into middle. Gambit caught by flashbang. Start broken with a shot, but waiting back on the ramp. On 2 more Glocks, make it 3 as Inters fires back, and karrigan wants to get involved as well. There's the util and the bomb. He could drop it, but he gets double-faced and didn't finish his meal. JKS too far to stop this. Hobbit might be the only man there, and he's going to win the fight, but it won't change a damn thing. Gambit double down on their B pop and win the round, surely, with JKS on such low health.
Yeah, the HP should decide it, right? The HP should be enough. JKS, I mean, this would have to be something monumental. And don't get me wrong, we've had some great moments, but asking for a 7 health 1v2, that might be one ask too many. Moving in, I think he saw nafany there on the jiggle. Seems very aware of it, starting to wrap the ruins. Inter's tucked in, neither player facing. JKS has got to be the one to flush them out, and considering he's 1 shot from certain death, it's going to take a miracle. JKS, time ticking against him now. It's all starting to get a little nerve-wracking, and there's nafany with the closer. Pistol round goes the way of Gambit, and that is their first in this series so far, at a crucial timing to keep themselves afloat.
Yeah, no better time, right? That would have been FaZe taking back the lead. They've not only won the pistols, as you said, but converted all of them as well, eventually, as those forced by wars have raged, and I imagine they will even now for FaZe. Deeg Armor, name of the game for these boys, and we've seen what Broky's been able to do with it. But that's a must-win pistol for Gambit. Suddenly, this series ain't looking so cold after all. Act 10's running amok. FaZe wait back in their bomb sites. Broky floats to the site with the most action, and JKS is making their site have action. Push down Banana, getting involved and getting Axel dead. Still trapped here, but he can re-smoke. He can buy even more time, which might force Gambit into other avenues.
Yeah, suddenly you've got to start looking elsewhere. Banana's off limits, off the cards. JKS getting out and just playing. That 5-on-4 is huge. Doesn't get caught committing, and so it's going to force Gambit to be the ones to make a move. FaZe, I mean, they can't go against the grain again, right? They can't win it with pistols once more. That's what you're trying to tell yourself here. But are we all just FaZe deniers? Twist. Birds of a feather flocking together as FaZe have everyone over towards this mid area. The Deagle's out. Silence still from Gambit, but eventually that move, whatever it may be, it's got to get made. And FaZe are now pulling a 4th player over. They've got nearly everyone in the right place at the right time. nafany out on the balcony, cleared by Twists. Is that the unraveling? Is that the first domino? Shiro and Inters, a big ask now. Broky back in the site is Deagle. Can't deliver initially, bit more damage. Shiro's under the pistol and FaZe stealing away. Again.
Gambit just can't break through. Adversity at every single level. FaZe forcing and picking it up, and now this series again gets swept under the rug for Gambit. They've got to keep things going. They've got to fight back against FaZe armed fully with rifles. And man, the Gambit reads, when they came in, when they came through 4-on-A, they were perfect every time. FaZe will use their own book against them. Now this buy pales in comparison. Tech 9s are plenty. FaZe just don't seem fearful, man. They've got the crowd behind them. They've got a map in the pocket. They've got every reason to believe. Look at JKS running down Banana.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing like they were always destined to win this series. Yeah. They're playing like they've already won the damn thing. And I mean, hell, it's working wonders. You can't argue with the results. Flash in for JKS, set him up to clear this top Banana area. Doesn't spot anything on the jump peak. Now that could be misinfo. It could sail them down the river on this one.
There's a smoke for karrigan, but really in a round like this, if they are close up to Car and there's a smoke coming down, they may as well just go through. If they have a good flash ready, might be Gambit's best bet. Especially with FaZe in this current setup, no one's even peeking the smoke. Not that Gambit know that. It's always the danger, the risk you take. It could be a risk worth taking in a round like this. Re-smoke again, 48 seconds. Gambit ready to go.
Look at the read. Look at the read. Broky's already moving over as well. karrigan is in their heads. He knows that this is destined to be a B play, and he's put his best man on the case. Even though Hobbit's going back and trying to sell a bit of a fake, FaZe aren't going to fall for it. They've got everybody here. They just need to hold the line. nafany to open up. karrigan, back of the site. I've seen him deliver from this position before. ropz steals the glory. 3 on the Galil, and karrigan has the right hook. FaZe clan, they tie it up.
Full house on the B site as well. The little stack that could. 3 there for FaZe, and it's not just T-Reads, CT as well. Brokey has had a phenomenal series, especially in this second map, not just that ace, but plugging every hole of Gambits with bullets, and now they're broken, battered, bruised, bludgeoned by FaZe, 9-9. And surely a 10 for FaZe is just Glocks paint the field for Gambit.
Oh, Brokey playing with fire. That was the one deagle spotted over in alt mid. Gonna be ropz making first contact though, and I mean, this should just be a very clean round. Without FaZe looking, they're fighting this, man. They're not playing it safe. They don't care. They want all the kills, all the glory.
Gotta get those stats. Someone's got to do it. Don't die in the process though. Keeping 5 alive is paramount to building this game back and to staying in the lead. Shiro waits for this underplay.
Okay.
Well, it's a nice little read. He turns at the last second. The spinning top of Beyblade bites back, 10-9. That's FaZe in control, but we wait for the buy of Gambit with bated breath. It's now or never. FaZe won't have the AWP yet. That's the only problem with 5 alive. Neither does Shiro. They haven't left. They're back, baby.
There's no separating them, a crowd favorite. All right then, it is the crowd favorites in the lead right now. FaZe coming into this, no AWPs in play as you pointed out, so chance to really flex what you've got on the rifles and pretty passive over towards mid, and giving a lot of respect to Gambit. Gambit not terribly used to getting respect out of FaZe clan, so let's see what they can do with this space, with this room that they've been given.
I mean, this is just a mad read out of the gate as well. Often we see these calls come through in the mid-round based off of banana control or where Gambit is starting early, but FaZe have just gone for the stack instantaneously. They have reason to believe that Gambit are not going B, but will this hold forever? Brokey's already started to float back. Want to replenish that util. Plenty of it. Gambit being loud as well. This is not the commit though. 3 up, top car. JKS gonna get worried. You never know when the B smokes are coming.
They're still full committed to this A lean. FaZe are not moving a muscle. Will this be their undoing? That's what we're waiting for. Hobbit is now starting to sell a bit of a fake over towards the top of middle. That's going to really cause FaZe to double down on this decision to leave 4 on the A side. What does that mean? Well, JKS is alone right now, having to anchor this B site solo. He's called for help. Maybe they can get the boost up in time. Instead, Justin Savage through into the Lion's Den. JKS, it's only the first, but Brokey's kept FaZe in the advantage. Not over yet, still with a chance, Gambit. They need this plant. Spam just falling a little short, and so FaZe, they've been posed the question. A 4-on-3. Man up in a retake, but these are always deceptively tricky. Hobbit gives over the first, and karrigan follows up with a double. Only Shiro making his last stand, trying to make it happen, tapping them out. Shiro in with a chance, has time to get the reload off. They've given him room, they've given him a chance, and Shiro, one man still to find. ropz, the lone defender, the lone retaker, and he's hunting Shiro down. He just gets away in time. ropz, a little late to the scene. Shiro, this is it. Dead on the swing, but there shouldn't be time, and that there is a Gambit round.
1v4, he was running out of ammo. He was tapping out players. Pinpoint precision for Shiro, doesn't even need the AWP, and that is Gambit living it on, lasting one more round. karrigan, despite his best efforts, man, he's had quite a resurgence as well. Was 1-11 at one point in this game, came in with a couple of key kills on the Shiro in that T side. Steps up big, but it's Shiro who just locks him out. And the dance through ruins as well. Dodge ropz at every turn. If that kill came in, there was just enough time for the stick. 10-10, Gambit keep fighting. ropz doesn't like what he got given. Gonna decide to get involved at the start. Him and Twist double set up. Hobbit waits in the stairwell. Gambit get very loud in middle. If at any point Twist turns around to watch the boiler, he is open for his own death. Hobbit has slipped in there. Beautiful timing, but for the bell. ropz swings out to pick up the kill. karrigan stopped the first man in and Brokey's dropped the bomb. FaZe suddenly out of nowhere, 3 kills, and they give up the site.
It looked like Gambit had found every single gap, but FaZe, they fool you into thinking this was by design. Bomb out in the open. Very few opportunities here for Gambit. Shiro is still alive, though. We know what this guy can do in clutches. We know how once he gets that ball rolling, he's very hard to put a stop to. He managed to retrieve the bomb. That's something. That's a chance in the 2-on-5 post plant. karrigan wrapping the short side, Twist in the apartment. Shiro needs to keep his wits about him. That's a lights-out shot from Axal to open. That's just one fight of many still to come. Shiro down in the pit, needs to be that man, needs to be the hero. First shot connects. Waiting with bated breath and time starting to turn against FaZe Clan. It's a wide swing. Axal's removed and Twist doubles up.
You gotta give it to Gambit, man. They are fighting tooth and nail for every single round. The clutch in the previous, and a 2-on-5 made 2-on-2 by Shiro and Axal. Still not gonna be enough. But it might be temptation to buy. Bomb plant, bit of damage. Otherwise, you're letting FaZe sweep even further forward. Set for that semi-final. Gambit, they want to take all the risks. They want to keep it fast. And you said it yourself, they've hit the gaps, right? They found a lot of space in that round. They seem to have an idea as to how FaZe are calling the early rounds. They've gone for the Mac 10s, the Tech 9s, the broke by, and it's all on this. Back up B with a furious pace.
This could be our FaZe look to win it. If this one doesn't yield results, and oh man, karrigan and JKS send them packing. No getting past that B-hold. The wall's been erected, and there's FaZe in with 12.
You're not going to ruffle FaZe's feathers. You're not going to get in karrigan's head. He's been here before. With higher stakes. With less chances. Just locks down Banana. And Gambit. Time is ticking. Time out on the T side. And only 2K a player going to surely be a FaZe setup for yet another round.
I mean, we don't know it yet, but that could be the round that comes back to haunt Gambit in this series. You know, that decision to invest, that could be the one extra nail in the coffin, perhaps.
It's not even a very Gambit-esque call as well. They love these slow, methodical rounds. I admire the attempt to get aggressive and to run a fast one, but you can't pull the wool over FaZe's eyes. They're dialed in. Hero gun, Axal with an AK, everyone else giving it up. And Gambit are really good at these rounds, especially with an AWP, but even more so with an AK, setting up a one rifle, sending in a martyr to die for the cause, to allow Axal to trade. Those are the kind of plays Gambit needs to be going for in a round like this.
I mean, Axal is that point man. You know, he is the guy who can make all the difference. So if there ever was a time for him to show us that time is now. Slowly working this banana control again. This time, FaZe aren't there to face them. This time, it's going to be a lot of real estate gained for free. These are just hanging back, waiting with these smokes, anticipating a slower round out of Gambit, so it's a nice read, but are they ready for this boost? JKS could get caught jiggling. That's the invitation. That's the red carpet rolled out. Axal blinded back, but the pistols are going to get sent in. The henchman around this saved gun. karrigan, the pressure's on. He's lost his teammate. He's all alone. They're pressuring him on every side, and Shiro drops him out of the round. Brokey's fighting them on equal terms, and the pistols cut loose. Oh, Gambit with this hero AK. Little did we know the opportunities they would have laid out ahead of them. A 2-on-3 retake, and that nade's a thing of beauty. Twist rears his head, but it does get taken off. ropz falls as well, and Axal, one gun, makes all the difference for Gambit.
There's a method to the madness, right? Same play, different pace. Gambit, the slow B-walk, the boost up. Everything about that is calculated. and they catch FaZe completely sleeping. You see the FaZe, they're full of confidence. They're taking every fight they can, but definitely could have been a call to slow down in that 3-on-3. Try and make things a little bit sweeter. Instead, the hole gets dug deeper by Axel, and that was not around. Gambit had any business winning, but they're still here. FaZe, new round, new game plan, right down Banana with the pace. They won't hold on to it forever, too easy to clear. Too stranded is a player in one of those corners on logs, but instead they just leave JKS jumping and spotting with a full belt of nades. karrigan's going to send that rotate back, and it does seem like Gambit had made the call in these last couple to look for those weaker players. Both JKS and karrigan, who were the quietest starters, they're on B. But boy, these guys have warmed up when we've hit crunch time.
Oh, that's a lovely nade down Banana. Not enough to win you the round, but enough to put a bit of pause in Gambit. Soften them up for these M4s. Smoke down, JKS is playing the gap. This is ballsy.
Oh my God, they read it. Even with the lurk loud for Hobbit, there's no more util on B, and FaZe don't care. Shot smoke to nafany, JKS and karrigan, all that remain, and Gambit, they're going in, full send.
Here it is, karrigan swinging out, smokes it down, he can't play into it. JKS, I mean, this position's been cleared every single time. How's he meant to stand and deliver? Back of the site, playing this crossfire with karrigan. They're looking to swing in. ropz even throwing up on the boost. This is a thing of beauty. Oh, it's so synergized. FaZe went from no one peeking to 3 peeking in the blink of an eye. And for Shiro, he's got nothing left to do but run away.
Yeah, he can't even get involved, right? No kills were given up. JKS hidden the entire time. Lets them cross into Coffin before he mauls them. And the boost timing, as you say, couldn't be better. FaZe, they got the depth right now, 13-11, and another crunch round swept under the rug. Shiro can drop a rifle, Gambit can have a couple of guns, but that is, again, all they're going to muster. They've done it before, they can do it again, but will FaZe allow them? Will FaZe make those same mistakes? Force up fully, Gambit have just thrown their money round after round into this game. Is it to any avail?
They're giving it all they've got, you know, you've got to give them respect for that. But every time Gambit have found an answer, the response from FaZe is immediate. And these little one and done rounds, they've left Gambit on the back foot in a big way. Back at it again with the banana regression, but not hanging around. FaZe, they don't mind doing this, right? They wait to see if anyone comes through that smoke, and they up and leave. This time they might hang about. They re-smoke deep banana. They're looking to fight for this. They're looking to take the real estate away, force Gambit's hands perhaps into an A play, and that looks to be the case.
Not seen anything on this side of the map in a while, right? It's been those faster B approaches, the Mac 10 rush, the boost up Axel round where he 3Ks. FaZe seem ready, they've already made the read. When have they been wrong? Never before. Brokey opening longside, and JKS is even here to play with him. Oh my God, knife out. Having a lot of faith. nafany gap in the smoke, and JKS can't see it. Popped in at the right time. 45 on the clock.
nafany could see through this, but I don't think he knows JKS made it across. Oh, it's so weird now. He does look aware. He is just homed in on this position, and if any point JKS goes for a swing, he's a dead man. Instead, Brokey making first contact, baits them in. JKS tucked in the copy, trapped in a corner, but just won't give them the fight, and now he will. Out with the swing, Brokey's alongside, and they've torn through the ranks of Gambit. 20 seconds, and that infamous S word might get called. Gambit left saving. Trying to take whatever they can with them, up against 14. There's no denying it. FaZe are on a path to victory now.
A clutch teamwork for Brokey, not just getting that first kill, which meant they discounted the corner. nafany was the one who wanted to clear it anyway. He never got there in time. And then by the time JKS is screaming for help, Brokey's there to swing with him. It's an instant trade, but it's a trade that wins the round for FaZe Clan. 14-11 now, and the buy after buy after buy has dug the hole for Gambit. The saves haven't helped either. If anything, it only incentivizes spending all your cash. And Gambit have to go deep in the piggy bank if they want to long out this series anymore.
I mean, they're faced with that horrible decision, right? This is either where you You hope that the AWP and AK can do something. You focus on investing in the next, or you throw everything in, knowing that if you don't win that round, the odds are this one's gotten away from you, and your run at Katowice ends in the quarterfinals. FaZe, they've got Gambit right where they want them. They're in their heads, they're doubting themselves, they're doubting every move they make. FaZe are the masters.
They do it again.
Gambit's destruction, they're buying up once more. Caution to the wind. Do Gambit have what it takes? Are we living in a FaZe clan world after all?
This is the stress of the stage right now, the stakes for Gambit. The buy after buy, back again, Hobbit over the boost. Spots something, but no kill found. Gonna set Shiro up instead, maybe can put him on his head. Oh, vice versa, it's Hobbit taking the fight. FaZe, who've gone for banana control round after round, now give it up and go back to a safer setup. karrigan, JKS, both ready with utility at a moment's notice on JKS's contact. This might not be a bad round for Gambit to just pop in, you know, they have been good at clearing the back of the bomb site. JKS calling for the molly at the right time, but that will fade, and there the doors open for Gambit, quickly shut by the bouncer of JKS. Molly's coming in. Gambit, they've used all their util, and they have to make something happen with it. Fast through, karrigan swings, lots of damage, and Gambit are getting painted up right now. They go over the top, they fall down, the body's dead, and Shiro fires back. Another 2-on-5 for Gambit, another hope in hell, and FaZe not giving them an inch.
Oh, the re-swing on the back of the flash. They want to put it to rest now. They want this over. They want to get to those semi-finals. karrigan's bowing before the curtains have even closed.
Not done yet. 15-11 on Inferno. FaZe have been here before, but I don't see history repeating itself.
This looks like a truly different beast. You know, a FaZe clan with very little to lose and everything to gain. That's a dangerous phase to run into. And I mean, hell, karrigan's won events with stand-ins before. This guy, you know, he's the only leader you couldn't put it past to make a team with a stand-in field in such short notice, filling not one, but 2 positions over the course of this event. He's the only one that can make them look this synergized.
Yeah, just plugging and playing game after game, day after day. I'm sure they were practicing where Rain is in anticipation, but then it has to all swap back in the last second. For karrigan, there is no mountain too high, no ocean too deep. He will cross it. And now the finish line, 1 round away to those semi-finals up against Heroic. Gambit, safe to say, it's a battered bye. It's all it's ever been on Inferno T side.
Yeah, this should be it for Gambit. They're spent. They're coming into this with next to nothing, and they're up against a FaZe with their eyes on the prize. Confidence is just brimming. Hobbit taking a peek into the apartments. Doesn't like what he sees. karrigan getting stuck in on the banana side. And hell, man, with this guy at the helm, he's impatient. He wants it over and done with. The bomb's cut loose. It's all falling apart. And FaZe, they are rip-roaring their way to a semi-final right now. 2 kills, all that separate them from it. And they go hunting. They look to send a message. Everybody falls. Gambit, their journey ends here, but this FaZe squad, oh, it's just beginning.
They are just getting started. These guys don't know when to quit. Standing after standing, plug and play, FaZe stand up. And FaZe clan make it to that semi-finals. Heroic waiting in the wings.